Alright, welcome back. Let's get finished debugging this and then get our interface in for our maintenance, our category and our brands. We're going to call that maintenance. And as you can see, we just step over everything because those tables now exist. So I like to work with the screen that's 1280 by 720 or whatever standard ratios. And I am used to width first, height second. Someone just flipped that around to be different. It's always annoyed me about WPF. But it's always XY. We just make our base control be a tab control. And we will have two. We will have a vehicles tab and a maintenance tab. We just maint. You can go ahead and spell it out if you want to. I almost sped this part of the video up, but that's not six columns. I think I only need 5, but 6 will do. We need a column for the list view, a column for the edit and error message for each of our items, and then we're going to need another column for a commit button. Very college project like. And of course, we will need 2 buttons for categories and 2 buttons for brands to add and to delete. And when we delete, we will have to validate that no vehicle is using the value. Our list view. We'll do categories first. We do need to bind the selected item or the selected category so we can delete it. But on our vehicle, we'll actually have a combo box and a drop down. I admit I'm getting used to Xbind inside the Windows App SDK. And because it is so similar, because the Windows App SDK is so similar to WPF, it kind of confuses you. So we'll have a text box first. We'll bind it to the selected item. Bind it to the category error message first. Something's bugging me. I'm missing something here. I'll figure it out in a minute. I have the mock-up of this project to the on my other screen. I think I made a mistake here. Or I'm missing the text. That should be a text block and not a text box. Let's leave it like it is for a moment. And then we'll come back and correct it as soon as we test it. The text box should be bounded to the selected category's name. How did I get away with that? I do not know. Let's get our commit button in there. Still have to create a commands for all this. Trying to keep each of these videos to 15 minutes. That's why I'm putting in a playlist. YouTube will memorize where we're at. Don't need that anymore. I have 2 error messages. Hold on. Work up this perfect mock-up. I forgot stuff. Forgot the category error message and the brand error message. So we need to add those to the actual view. Basically, they say you cannot delete this brand or this category because it's currently in use. I know it's kind of simplistic, but we will get there rather quickly. I guess if you just want to be a coder, this tutorial is kind of long. They guilt trip on people like that. If you just want to be a coder, yeah, this tutorial is long. But if you want to be an engineer, software engineer, this tutorial is just right. All right, we're just going to plop our commands in at the bottom of our vehicle view class. Outside the class, but still inside the namespace. Instead of creating another 20, or actually, I don't know, what is it? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, instead of creating another 6 files, we'll just keep them right here to make it easier. I actually do this in the office, in professional projects. And then after everything's tested, I will move these over to their own file. And it makes things easier. All right, we'll get to brand in the next video. Let's get category out of the way. Well, let's get the commit in first. Commit cat brand. Let's go ahead and implement it. It will always return true. Like both the ads will always turn true, but we will do a refresh. Can't execute on the removes because we need to validate that something is selected. stub out everything up here first. If I forget to remove these whistles from the video, excuse me. As I've noted before in another video, some of us in Texas, when it turns winter, turn into whistlers. And of course, we need a load method to reload or load our category and brands and reload them into our collections within the view model. This is pretty simple. We need also to clear our error messages. We need to clear the actual property so that on-property change is called. And we'll do this over and over again. Category. Well, actually, assign its ID to a value when we commit it. Since it's an auto number and it's not null, then that won't change. Give it a default value. I guess we really don't need to set the dirty equal to true on the new, but go ahead and do it. Make sure you add to the property categories and not the field, not the M underscore. It's one of the reasons I like to use the M underscore to remind me what I'm working with. And I know I'm double checking that the selected category and the selected brand are not null, because we actually check in the command, but we could have a reason to actually call this from somewhere else. So I'm just checking if any vehicle is using this category. And if no vehicle is using this category, then we'll just mark it, say yes, it can be deleted. It will not be deleted until we hit the commit button, but and let's go ahead and put 25 in there. Let's build a nice error message here and list all the vehicles using this category. That's why I have it marked to list. You could loop through the results of the link, but I believe originally if you didn't change it to a list or change it to an array, it can actually execute multiple times. So if you got something out of this, like and subscribe. We're going to put the commands into place next video. All glory be to God. I'll see you in the next video.